Happy morning, Masters. I welcome you all to the Zoom session on Inner Nature, Outer Nature, Season 2. Before we start our wisdom sharing session, let us all sit in meditation for 20 minutes. I request all the audience who are watching us on live and who are on Zoom, everyone to find a comfortable position. Allow yourself to relax. Slowly close your eyes. Clasp your fingers and cross your legs with your spine straight. Let us all start with some abdominal breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try to bring the air down to your stomach. Feel contraction. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Feel the energy flowing back to the natural soft breath. Normal breath. Try to focus on your breathing. Do not allow any kind of thoughts. We're in the last few seconds, masters. 5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone to bring your hands together. Place them on your eyes. Count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy morning, everyone. How are you all feeling today? How was the meditation session? Are you all feeling energetic this Monday? Yes, once again, I would like to welcome you all to the Zoom session on Inner Nature, Outer Nature Season 2, which is brought to you by Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement and PSSM SWAG in collaboration with our media partner, PMC English. So in yesterday's session, I request all the audience to please switch on your cameras. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. So yeah, yesterday's session, we got to know about a lot of things, isn't it? We got to know about the rhythm of the day. It was beautifully presented by our dear Master Vaishnavi. Did you all observe the day yesterday, right? How did you feel? Like, what category do you fall under? Did you all make out? How lethargic are you feeling in the morning, or how productive are you feeling? Like, at what time your body works slow and what time you have to have food? So that was the session yesterday. If you didn't watch, you can watch it on YouTube. It is available on PMC English. And do let me know about your thoughts regarding that and regarding the meditation session in the chat box on Zoom, or else you can use the comment section on YouTube. In today's session, we will know about food, right? It is the integral part of our survival, isn't it? We all say that energy is everything. Like till date, most of our speakers, everyone said that energy is in different formats, right? It is in the form of matter, and in the same way, the food we intake, the body is digesting it. It is converting again into the form of energy. So there is always conversion of energy, right? So the question here is, what kind of food are you giving to the body? So if you're giving lower vibrational energy to your body, then that's how your life will be, that's how your thoughts will be, that's how your the situations you attract, the people you attract. So why is it low? Because you're having an animal. It is a living creature. Any animal, any living creature with at least the slightest form of emotion, you know, it is definitely not going to be at a blissful state when it is being tortured to death, isn't it? It is going to be fearful. It is experiencing highest form of fear. So at that point of time, it is going to release certain kind of emotions. It is releasing certain kind of secretions which are not helpful for your spiritual growth, which are not helpful for your overall well-being. Not only that, see, we are a part of this ecosystem, and it is our responsibility to take care of other living creatures. We all have to be at peace with them, isn't it? Isn't it our responsibility? They all are our brothers and sisters. We need to take care of them. So in today's session, we have Bhaskar Adari with us. His story will definitely inspire you, because he was a hardcore non-vegetarian, and how he had transformed from a hardcore non-vegetarian to a full-time vegan fitness coach. So let me give you a brief introduction about him. He was born with a palate inclined towards non-vegetarian delicacies in his childhood, but his journey took a profound turn as he delved deeper into the realms of holistic living. From a young age, he was engrossed in various physical activities like yoga, athletics, and martial arts. However, it was at the tender age of 12 that Bhaskar embarked on a transformative path, the path of meditation, marking the genesis of his profound spiritual journey. He recognized the interconnectedness of all life, ahimsa, The principle of nonviolence became the cornerstone of his existence. He strongly believes that no sentient being should suffer for our mere indulgence, our convenience, or for our appetite. This realization ignited a fervent quest for knowledge, leading him to study the intricate nuances of nutrition. His pursuit was not just for personal well being, but also to unravel the balance between nourishing oneself while upholding the sanctity of life. So today, he is a full-time vegan fitness coach and nutritionist. He not only exemplifies the heights of physical vitality achievable through plant-based living, but also serves as an inspiration for all those seeking harmony with themselves and the world around them. So everybody must be having a lot of questions, like in general, they have a lot of preconceptions or misconceptions regarding how do we maintain fitness, how do we maintain the nutrients of our body just by having a plant-based diet. So in this session, I would like to welcome him. Join me in extending a heartfelt welcome to Bhaskar as he shares his valuable insights with us.
Hi,
Hi,
hello
Bhaskar.
everyone. Good morning. Hi, Amni. Thanks for that intro. And I can see a few people I've already met. Harish, Vinay, hi. So how is everyone feeling right now? Can everyone switch on their cameras? I want to say hi to everyone. Hi, hi. Good morning. It's nice to see so many people. Yep. So how many of you are feeling energetic? How many of you are feeling tired? How many of you are feeling okay, sleepy? On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is sleepy, low on energy, 5 is fully awake, high on energy.
Can you get your camera steady?
My camera?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yep. Is this fine?
Yes.
Yep. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I just want to know how people are feeling right now. Everyone is saying 5. Nice. Great. So, hello everyone. My name is Bhaskar. I'll just give you a quick intro of myself. Um, I grew up in a non-vegetarian family in Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh, and throughout my childhood, I ate a lot of animals because I was raised that way. And while eating animals, I felt a lot of joy because taste was the only thing that I knew back then. I didn't care about their life. I didn't care about their suffering. I don't even know that animals will go through such scenarios. And in 2012, when I turned vegetarian, my intention was, now I came to know that animals are intentionally tortured and intentionally made uh, to suffer for our taste pleasures. What I questioned was, I'll just ask you all the same question here. Um, what dinner did you guys have last night? I had, what did I have? I had upma. And can everyone just tell me in the chat, what dinner did you have last night? I just want to keep this engaging because I don't want to just talk, but I want to interact also. I want to know people's thoughts. Idli sambar, idli, roti sabzi, nice. I had rice, fruits, great. Fruits, idli, hmm, idli, rice, fruits, chapati, okay, nice. Now, if I ask you all, what did you guys have last Wednesday for dinner? Last Wednesday. Can anyone tell? Last week Wednesday. I don't remember. If anyone remembers, I just want to see. Forgot. Yes. No. whenever I come across this question, I to pakka don't remember. I don't have that strong memory. But most of us forget what we ate last week. So the question is, if we don't even remember what we eat, so it is just important that we are eating to nourish ourselves, right? If nourishing ourselves is important and we don't even remember what we ate just 2 3 days ago, 1 week ago, then is it really important that my taste is much greater than a life? I every time I ask this question to someone, I just curiously listen to them, because when I see that someone is not being able to remember what they ate last week, that means their taste is not that important. If their taste is so important to them, they should remember, right? But this is a logic that people use against vegetarians and vegans, and I find this answer to be very, this logic to be very working. Because if our taste is so important as we describe, then we should definitely remember whatever we eat 2 days, 3 days ago too. But that's not the case. So when I find that my taste is not that important, so why should an animal suffer? Why there is this ego that my taste is important, my food is important? And with this thought, I kept on applying this to almost every single aspect of my life, not just food, clothes. If what did I wear last week? What did I wear last 2 weeks ago? Do I remember? No. Um, and even clothes, fashion, food, even the products that I use. For example, uh, the packaged products that I constantly buy for my usage. I don't remember whatever I buy. So this is a foundational knowledge that I wanted to grasp at the age of 12 to 15, I guess. And I decided to go vegetarian, but not just restricted to food, but apply to all forms of activities, not just food, clothing, actions, travel, everything. So another question is, how many of you are here who are already vegan or heard the word vegan? Oh, they nice, nice. Hmm. So I don't have to. I just asked this question to know how many people are already on the path. Okay, vegetarian. Hmm. Nice. So the next part is I am vegan. Rajesh, great. So next part is I was thinking for in 2012, when I was at the age of 12, I became vegetarian. Okay, great. I participated in a lot of vegetarian rallies too, being a member of PSSM. Um, but there was an again a different question at the age of 19. Vegetarian only dairy I have. Okay, nice. And when I was at the age of 19, I came across veganism, which was not something different. Extension of vegetarianism is veganism. That was my understanding back then. And while I was thinking more and more about what are the differences between vegetarian and vegan, why do some people call themselves as vegetarian? Why do some people call themselves as vegan? What is the difference? Both of these people want to save animals. Both of these people don't want to harm animals. Uh, this is the common point. But why? Why is this difference? Vegetarians say that we should not harm animals. Okay. But consume animal products, honey, dairy, etc. Whereas vegans say that we don't want to harm animals and we don't even want to consume the something that is coming from animals. Okay, what's the difference? when I came to know that there is suffering behind these products too. For dairy, calves are killed, and for honey, honeybees are killed. For leather, again, calves are killed, and for wool, sheep are killed. The sweaters that we wear in winters, for them, just for those sweaters, sheep are killed. And this is the main reason why vegans don't use animal products too. And my question was, aren't vegetarians supposed to do the same thing too? Isn't vegetarianism the same thing? Why is there a confusion then? If the definition is so simple, why is there so much confusion? Um, then for myself at least, whenever I talk to other people, uh, I am making sure that I don't raise more confusion. There is already a lot of confusion between these two words. So my um, trial and error process, my way of talking had always been like there is no difference. If you are a vegetarian, you don't harm animals in any way. You make sure that you don't harm animals in any way. You can't say uh, I'm I'm harming only this much. I'm harming only this much. So that is the case when I used to be vegetarian and I was talking to my non-vegetarian friends. And right now, when I say such things, I can feel that, bro, I'm talking like a non-vegetarian myself. So when I came across this logic, then again, Ocha, okay, there is no much difference. Uh, Being a vegan and being a vegetarian are both same things. We are making them different. We are confusing ourselves by differentiating them. If you are a vegetarian, you are vegan by default. I don't consider us when since the time that I uh, concluded with this statement, I'm not differentiating between these two. Whenever I talk to people, I just say milk is not vegetarian. If something is harming animals, it is not vegetarian. Let's keep it that simple. Whenever we add layers to something, it gets more and more confusing to learn. If we keep it too simple, it is very easy to understand. For this, I just want to say that milk and honey, leather, wool, anything that is coming from animal suffering shouldn't be vegetarian. Now, again, I want to hear some thoughts. How many of you people agree, or how many of you people think the same way? Yes, maybe a hands up or something. Here, if you think the same way that if some product is not harming animals, that should be vegetarian. If some product is harming animals, it should not be vegetarian. How many of you will think this way? Okay, nice. Hmm. Then later on, this was the basic intro of how I turned vegetarian and stuff. But my biggest problem was I was into fitness. Since childhood, I was into yoga, I was into martial arts. I played tournaments for my state, kung fu, wushu, kickboxing, and stuff. And I started gymming also. For me, protein and nutrition was very important. And I was always told that you have to eat meat to get fit. But I was managing being a vegetarian. Now I'm eradicating dairy too. Now I'm eliminating honey, dairy, and everything too. Now, how should I maintain my physical fitness? You know, so when this problem came to me, I had this challenge. I had this challenge कि I have to maintain my physique, I have to maintain my fitness levels, I have to maintain my energy. So I studied nutrition just for this cause. Because of this problem that I had to study nutrition. It was fun too. And later on, when I was learning that nutrition is simple nutritional frameworks can help us to stay fit on a plant-based diet, there are a few frameworks, basic frameworks that I think everybody should know. Whether you're into fitness, whether you're not into fitness, Everybody should know. So today, especially, I'm here to talk about those things. I'll quickly share my screen. Before going into fitness, I spoke about ethics. I spoke about a few aspects of my journey. But with fitness, with ethical point of views, there is a lot of thing happening with the environment too. I'll not go much into the details of environment because I want to strictly keep this into the fitness aspects. But I'll share this presentation with you all. Deforestation for raising animals specifically, forests are being cut because we don't have enough land. And when we are raising so many animals just for our food, their burps and farts, their gases release a lot of greenhouse effects in the planet, and the global warming increases. The biodiversity means a lot of species are getting extinct. My younger brother is actually a biology student. He studied zoology in his bachelor's, and when he told me that almost 48% of species are going extinct, it shook my mind. There is also water pollution, air pollution. When there are a lot of animals being bred only for the cause of food intake, then there are these all problems. But again, environment aspect is there, health aspect is there, but I strongly believe that the driving force for someone to choose a lifestyle change should be this, the image that is right in front of you, that all animals take birth the same way. Even if it's a pig, even if it's an elephant, human, every animal takes birth in the same way, and every animal has the right to live their happy life without any human intervention. And with that, I think all of us agree here with the last slide. And with that, um, the health benefits of being on a vegan lifestyle. Being on a vegan lifestyle means we're just eating plants, only and only products and food items that are coming from plants. And the common health benefits we can see when you turn vegan, when you get onto a plant-based diet, within 3 to 6 months, you can see a lot of energy increasing, energy levels increasing. You can see that your digestive health is increasing. You can see that your weight is being managed. I'll just talk a little bit of all these four aspects. Why does our cardiovascular health, why does our heart health increase? Because when we're eating a lot of plants, when we're eating a lot of uh, food ingredients that are specifically coming from plant-based products, fruits, vegetables. I'm not talking about exotic stuff like avocado and stuff. Basic beans, grains, fruits. A lot of research in today's date has proven that plant-based sources reduce the risk of diabetes, reduce the risk of hypertension. Hypertension means BP. So because our arteries get a lot more clear when we're eating a lot of animal based food, we're indirectly eating a lot of cholesterol, which is blocking our arteries. And when we are sticking to just plants, we're not letting that happen. So this is the case why people feel healthier in their cardiovascular health when they turn plant based. And because we are eating a lot of plants, plants have a lot of fiber. And fiber is very essential for our weight management and digestive health, both combined. Because fiber acts like a superfood for our gut. Gut is the place, your gut is the place which takes care of all our digestion. And when we are eating a lot of fiber, it takes care of our gut. And when the gut is happy, the whole body will be happy. There is the saying that gut is our second brain because there is a direct connection between our brain and our gut. If we are taking a good care of our gut, gut is nothing but Uh, it is, let's say, a home to billions of bacteria. Though billions of bacteria live inside our stomach, which regulate the digestive enzymes. And when we take good care of our gut, we take good care of our health and we take good care of our overall body. I'll tell you a quick hack also for taking care of our gut in the next few slides. And increased energy, obviously. I don't know how many of you here have heard, but in the fitness industry, at least, people have a lot of myths, have a lot of confusion related to protein, carbs. I don't know how many of you here have heard those terms, but carbs, we should not eat carbs. We should not eat so much protein. We should not eat these carbs. We should not eat white rice. We should not eat roti and stuff. So I'm again curious if anyone of you here, there are 20 people, if anyone of you here have gone through a fat loss phase or tried to lose weight before, how many of you here have heard phrases like you should not eat rice during dinner? You should not eat so and so certain fruits during breakfast. You should eliminate these foods. Not eating rice in the dinner is so common that I keep on hearing. Did anyone hear that? I'll again break that down too. So there is a simple checklist that Dr. Gregor have made. Dr. Gregor is a world-renowned plant-based nutritionist. So there is a simple checklist that he made that I Indianized. So it is called daily dozen. Dozen means 12, and he recommended daily dozen as a framework for people to follow so that they can have their complete set of nutrition coming to their body on a daily basis. So daily dozen, you can search for this term on Google too. If you search for daily dozen, you'll get the framework. But my personal problem again here was daily dozen framework is too great, but it is designed in such a way that it is American. I want to Indianize that. I want to make that into an Indian version. So I worked on it. It is a free resource, by the way. Daily Dozen is a free resource you can find online. I just made an Indian version to it. So I'm just quickly changing my screen. Just tell me if it is visible. Is my screen visible? Yes. So the Daily Dozen concept tells us that we should do 12 things in order to be healthy. Those 12 things are 3 servings of beans a day, 3 servings of grains a day, 1 serving of nuts and seeds, 2 to 3 servings of veggies and greens. Veggies and greens, all the vegetables come under this area. And 2 to 3 servings of fruits, 1 serving of herbs and spices, all the masalas that we use, and a recommended supplementation of vitamin B12 and D. Just vitamin B12 and D because vitamin B12 and D are considerably, when in comparison to other nutrients, these two are tougher, harder to find in plant-based food when you're following a diet, especially. So this is a framework. I just broke it down into options. I just broke it down into Indian options. And if we see, it is not hard to follow a nutritious diet. If you're eating 3 beans a day, let's say I'm eating rajma for dinner, I'm eating besan ka chila for breakfast, I'm eating again mixed lentils and rice for dinner. That's my 3 beans done. And grains, let's say in the breakfast I'm eating oats, and for evening snack I'm having a slice of bread, and for dinner I'm having rice with dal. my grains and beans are done. And during my work time, just beside my laptop, I'll have a small portion of nuts as my work time snack, peanuts, cashews, or a mixed bowl of nuts. And my nuts portion is done. And for veggies, we're Indians. And in India, it is very common for us to stick to curry and rice. That is the reason why I Indianized this version. That is the reason why I Indianized daily dozen. Oh, we don't see the breakdown you're talking about. Oh, is my screen not visible? I'll just stop my screen and share it back again.
No, it's all good.
Oh, acha. In the comments I read. So when we are talking about 3 servings of veggies a day, I'll just throw a tomato and an onion, and my two to three servings of veggies are done. And for salad, I can eat another cucumber. And for fruits, my favorite fruits are kiwi, banana, and papaya. I'll be having just these three fruits. If you're going seasonal, you can have mangoes too. But 2 to 3 servings of fruits a day. And for herbs and spices, the common masalas that we use. This is this simple, but this is too important too, because if we overdo, there can be a lot of uh, things that we don't want. For example, fat. If we underdo, there can be that we are missing out on a lot of nutrients that we essentially need. For example, protein and some microvitamins. So this framework, the daily dozen framework, the servings and portion controls, give us a rough idea of how to eat and how much to eat. And to just summarize everything, the daily dozen framework, to summarize this daily dozen framework in a much simpler way, I just uh, this was my personal diet, by the way, 3 to 6 months back. I'm not following this right now. My diet has changed, but a sample with the above framework. For breakfast, if I'm choosing oats, banana, chia seeds, peanut butter, and some cinnamon powder, my breakfast is done. This is the supplement that I had to take. It is not necessary for everyone. And again, in lunch, let's say I'm eating rajma chawal. All my lunch is done. If I'm eating snacks, so as boiled chana chat. And for dinner, I'm having soya curry with roti. With this framework, I've just done my task of daily dozen. And it can take a bit of time for us to adapt to this framework. But if we try on a daily basis, if we try to eat this way on a regular basis, I think being healthy on a vegan lifestyle is not that hard. And if you're trying to get fit, if you're trying to build some muscle and stuff, you just need to increase your protein intake a bit. So this is the framework, and today's challenge also is a similar thing. I wanted to ask everyone to try this framework for a day or a week, and let me see how it goes. So this was the food part of how we should eat, a framework of how we should eat to get all the nutrients that we want and stuff. But again, what about exercise? I think we're halfway done. I feel good that I covered what I wanted to cover in this much time. If you guys have any doubts in this specific area, I'll take them and then move to the next part. Would you be able to share some of these outlines or some of these tips as outlines? Can you talk about proteins and vitamins? Okay, nice. So this is I take soya chunks and tofu for protein. Great. Those are my two favorite sources too. I'll address this. Proteins and vitamins. So when you're eating something, it has a lot of nutrition, but in different proportions. If for example, the simplest example that I always use is if I'm eating a banana has protein, a banana has carbohydrates, a banana has fats, a banana has everything, but in different proportions. Banana, for example, has 1 gram of protein, 27 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of fat, 0.5, 0.9 something. It is negligible, 0 to 1 grams of fat. So if I'm having a banana, that means I'm having more carbohydrates and less protein and fats, right? Because it only has uh, it only has 1 gram of protein. If I'm having a banana, that means I'm having 27 grams of carbohydrates. But in the case of, let's say, for example, tofu, if I'm having tofu, which is paneer made of soy milk, it has somewhere between 15 grams of protein and 5 to 6 grams of carbs, and again 0 to 1 grams of fats. So here, when I'm having tofu, I'm having more protein and less carbohydrates and this thing. Yes, 15 to 17 grams of protein. But when I'm having a banana, I'm having more carbohydrates and less protein. Is fat and carbohydrates different? Yes, they're different. Fats and carbohydrates are different. So basically, any food item that we eat majorly has three types of nutrients. These are called macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. If I want to simplify for common people to understand, protein helps us to maintain our muscle mass and strength. Carbohydrates helps us to give us energy for our daily activities. And fats helps us to regulate our hormones. So these are the very simplified explanations of what proteins, carbohydrates, and fats does. I can go into much detail, but these are the basic things. What if digestion is weak and metabolism is low? Okay. So I told you, right? Protein, carbohydrates, and fats. And inside protein, we have subcategories. Inside carbohydrates, we have subcategories. Inside fats, we'll also have subcategories. And for carbohydrate section, the subcategory of carbohydrate is fiber. When we are eating good amount of carbohydrates, good carbohydrates, which are complex carbohydrates like rice, roti, fruits, etc., they inherently have fiber. And when we are eating good amounts of fiber, our digestion gets settled. Digestion problems get arised when we eat too less fiber or too a lot of fiber. When we eat the right amount of fiber, which is somewhere around 30 to 40 grams per for an average adult, our digestion is taken care of. And then the next question is, why is dairy harmful for us? What happens in the dairy industry? Okay. So dairy is harmful for us because it is, first of all, not for us. The simplest answer is dairy is not for us. We are human beings. My milk should be my mother's milk. And when my mother stops giving milk, when my mother stops producing milk, that means my milk quota for my life is over. I should not run after other animals for milk. That animal's milk is for her baby. This is the simplest answer for this question. But if we go into the health aspects, uh, many people think that milk has calcium, milk is good for bones, but it is not true. It does the opposite. Milk is not good for bones. Milk's calcium is not good for our bones. People who drink and eat consume a lot of dairy get fractured a lot if you observe. And this is one reason. And milk has a lot of lactic acid and stuff, which get messes up our digestive system. If you want the previous question too, how to improve digestion, just cut out dairy from your diet for a week or a month, and your digestion will automatically improve a bit, because the lactic acid in milk messes up with our digestion. A lot of people, especially in India, are lactose intolerant, but they don't even know. Just try quitting dairy for a week or a month, and your digestion will improve a bit. The next question is, why do we need to do what do we need to do for B12? Mango seed powder. Okay. So as a as a nutrition student, as someone who's studying scientific nutrition, my point of view is that there is no there is no scientific evidence for B12 to be sufficient. B12 सब में होता है, but again it differentiates and it varies according to proportions, right? And the amount of B12 that we need on a daily basis, at least scientifically, is not yet proven that we can get with just plants. Mango seed powder, in Ayurveda, I am seeing a lot of people consuming mango seed powder. Uh, I don't have a clear understanding of how it works, because as a nutrition student, I study research papers and stuff. So in Ayurveda, mango seed powder is being used, but uh, I can't have a confirmation on it yet. Omega-3 chia seeds, nice. This is good. Chia seeds and omega-3. For omega-3, we often think that walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, all of these things are enough. But omega-3 again has three parts to it. One is ALA, one is EPA, and one is DHA. And chia seeds, walnuts, flax seeds, everything that we consume for omega-3 primarily has ALA. Our body needs three: ALA, EPA, and DHA. And our body is somewhat capable of converting ALA into DHA and EPA. It is fine. But if you're physically active, if you're physically you play a sport, or you play something, or you follow a fitness routine on a daily basis, you might need much more than what is the general recommendation. In this case, our body's capacity to convert ALA into DHA and EPA might not be reliable. In this case, just in this case, omega-3 supplements can help. But if you're a normal sedentary person, which I don't recommend, don't be sedentary, be active, please. So if you're a normal sedentary human, uh, these things can work. Chia seeds, flax seeds, only ALA you'll get, but your body is capable of converting them. Calcium, almonds, sesame seeds, etc. Yes, we find more calcium is available in sesame seeds than milk. So if you're eating good amounts of the daily dozen, again, if you're eating in the daily dozen format, your calcium is taken care of. You don't have to worry about not taking dairy. What protein shake brands that you use? Any plant-based that's tasty? Dairy causes bloating for some people. Yes, dairy causes bloating. This happens because, again, lactic acid. The protein powders that come from dairy, which is milk, has lactic acid in them, and they cause bloating, stomach upsets and stuff. Plant-based protein supplements are a good option. And always, when you're choosing a plant-based protein, there are a lot of proteins in the market right now. Always choose a blend of rice and pea protein. We in today we have a lot of options like rice protein, soy protein, um, pea protein, seed protein, a lot of options. But a combination of rice and green peas together is much better. So that is the general norm. If you want a brand recommendation, I can suggest there is this brand called Cosmix. Cosmix is good. Yeah, I'll just recommend that. Cosmix is good. If you have osteoporosis and high cholesterol, what type of vegan options are best? Huh. So osteoporosis and high cholesterol. So high cholesterol and osteoporosis are a bit lengthy to explain because there are a lot of things to in cholesterol we have two types, good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. And good cholesterol does some things to our arteries, and bad cholesterol does some things to our arteries. And there are certain food items that come under this category and this category. So it'll take at least 10 to 15 minutes to explain this single question. So if it is possible, I'll connect with you later, Kiran. Yep. So these are the things that I wanted to talk about when it comes to the diet part. I love to take more questions, but yeah, I'm available on WhatsApp too. I'll quickly continue with the exercise part. It is not lengthy. The food part was lengthy, but the exercise part is a bit short. It is actually one single slide. For exercise, what I recommend is if you already exercise, good. But if you don't exercise at all, I'll recommend start with just six movements. Just these six movements. These are called the big six. The big six movements, because when you do these six movements, your overall body gets involved. When you do squats, the first image, your overall legs get involved. When you do deadlift, it is for your row. Bent over row means the second image in the third row. Your back gets involved, and chin-ups are for your back and biceps. So these six movements, if you can do on a regular basis, at least 3 times a week, you don't even have to do daily. If you're doing daily, it is much better. But if you can incorporate these six movements, at least 20 minutes for a session, 3 times a week, your overall body will definitely thank you. So because these are called compound movements, when you do these movements, your overall body move, your overall muscles get involved. Yeah, Cosmics. Thank you, Akka, for the link. I like doing HIIT mixed with cardio. Nice. It is a bit aggressive, too quick and stuff. I love HIIT workouts. Yep. So these are the six movements that I recommend. And for example, let's say you don't have access to gym. You can't go to the gym. The simplest way to do these in home is most of these don't even require weights. But if you want to add weight, what I do, especially when I'm in home, is I take my college bag, I put some books and use them as dumbbells. I hold my bag and do squats, and I hold my and I bend forward and I pull my bag. So you can use your books and school bag if you want. That will replace the weights without going to the gym. And I just have two recommendations. One is documentaries recommendation and one is book recommendation, which helped me shape my mind a lot in this area. These are the six documentaries that I watched, which helped me a lot to understand the importance of health, the importance of environment, the importance of every aspect that can benefit from just following one simple habit or lifestyle, just simple lifestyle change that we will stick to only plants. And these are the three book recommendations that I personally feel that everybody should read. How Not to Die will teach you how to eat, And Yoga and Veganism is one of my favorite books by far. It is all about the ancient Indian literature, ancient Indian uh, spirituality tied to ahimsa. So it explains a lot of stuff from Indian culture point of view. And Eating Animals is again an ethical book that I find very helpful. If you can read these three books and if you can watch these six documentaries, it will help you a lot. And did anyone watch these documentaries, by the way? Makadud, yes. It is, Makadud is actually Indian. All the others are foreign, American, Australian documentaries, but Makadud is Indian. I think we have a podcast or an interview also with the director of Makadud on PMC. Yeah. So these are the documentary recommendations and book recommendations. So with this, a basic idea of how to eat and how to exercise in general. I think I've covered the basics at least. But if you guys have any questions, you can always connect with me on WhatsApp, Instagram. I'm available. But if we're getting into the challenge, it is obvious I've already told. The challenge for today is sticking to a plant-based diet while following the daily dozen. Simple. The framework is here, and I just want people to take a challenge of at least one day. If you can do for 1 week, it is even better. And let's see from there if you can stick to this challenge. Because this is not a one-time challenge, it is a lifestyle change. Take it slow, but let's see how far you can go. Thank you. Yeah,
So we have a
now,
question from Dimple.
mhm. Check with the
Dimple,
chat.
can you please ask your question?
Hi, this is my first time in the session. Sorry, I don't know anybody, but yeah, when I heard you, I really like it. Thank you so much for information. And I just have a cyst back of my knee, and I cannot. It's really weak, and muscles are really weak. I just want to know if you can recommend any exercise for my lower leg.
Exercise for lower leg. There is a cyst behind your knee.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, for this, I can't recommend a general stuff here
Mm-hmm.
because it is much more personal. First of all, I'll have to see how in what stage it is, and even if it is under my thing or not. I'm a nutritionist, so I'm a
Okay.
nutritionist and a fitness coach. But if it is something that a doctor should handle, I should first check it because if it is something there are a few things that only doctors should handle and there are a few things that only fitness coaches and nutritionists can take care of, but if I can help, I'll definitely try to help.
But if there is no
I'll
cyst,
connect,
let's
yeah.
say if the muscle is weak, let's say for example, right, the lower leg, how to
Okay,
what exercise it should be?
okay, in general, if you're
Yeah,
asking me how to improve your lower legs, lower strength and stuff,
yeah.
uh, squats are good, lunges are good.
Okay.
Squats, I've already showed you in the image. Squats and
Mm-hmm.
lunges are two basic exercises that work for everyone in general.
Okay.
Your muscle strength will increase, your leg strength will increase with squats,
Okay.
lunges, and for calves, you can do calf raises. So these three are the basic exercises that I'll recommend for anyone who wants to increase their lower body strength.
And another quick question: let's say if we are having, let's say, sesame seed or walnuts, if these are omega-3, but in basically sometimes they produce heat in our body. So for
Mhm.
that, what can we do? Because we cannot have it all the time, right?
Yeah, there is a certain dosage, right?
Yeah.
How much of walnuts or how much of omega-3 that you're having? Our general recommendation is one walnut or one spoon of chia seeds, half spoon of chia seeds is enough. We don't have to take in a lot of chia seeds. Uh, if even this is causing you a lot of heat in your body, I think hydration can be something that needs to be taken care of. Do you drink enough water?
Uh, yes, we do, and sometimes we don't feel like drinking water. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. And we know it because our lips are dry, and
Mm,
sometimes mouths are dry. You can feel it,
mm,
right? But
mm.
you don't feel like having water throughout the day.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
but again, yeah, we can know that we are not having enough water because of the lips are very dry or the mouth is dry. But yeah, it
yeah,
happens
yeah.
recently.
For example, a
Yeah,
general recommendation is for every 20 kilograms of your body weight, you should drink 1 liter of water. Let's say I'm 70 kilos. My body weight is 70. That means I'll have to
okay.
drink 3.5
70 is
liters.
the word. Yeah,
For every
70 is
20 kgs, I'll have to drink
140.
1 liter of water. So if I'm
Okay.
70 kilos, if I'm 60
Mm-hmm.
kilos body weight, I'll have to drink 3 liters of water. So
3
this is
liters.
a simple calculation.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I guess how many of I just want to see a few. No, not a few. Or everyone. Can everyone raise their hand that they're taking this challenge, please? 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. How long? With a week. Nice. Harish, how many days? 1 day, 1 week?
Uh, Hello, Bhaskar. Hello, everyone. Like, it's a wonderful session, actually. Like, the basic things you said, which need to be more cleared. Like, we don't know, we always heard about the carbs and all this, but we are not in this. Like, you're on the nutritionist, so we are not on this field. So, we don't know the basic things. So, when you said about the basics, that makes more clarity, like how the carbs will help. Like you said, no, 20 kg is going to be, we have to take for 1 liter of water. If you like, more we got a more clarity on this, so that makes more sense because we don't know about all those technical things, correct? But as a basic things, that makes more sense, and definitely I will try for a week or a month. Already following, but some things need to be added and deleted. That's it. Like we can't
Hmm.
things we are already added. If we go outside, definitely we are going to take oily things like samosa and all this. But
Mm-hmm.
thank you for the session. It's a wonderful presentation.
Thank you. Yeah. Start 1 month. Nice.
Srimati, would you like to say something? She had said that she started her journey become being a vegan from yesterday onwards, from day
Oh,
for yesterday. So
Thank you, Bhaskar, for the session. It was wonderful. I feel like I'm really conscious about what I eat, like my protein intake and fiber and other stuffs. But when it comes to like veganism, I was not aware of because I like chai and other stuff, but I didn't know like the impact it caused to animals, right? And I was talking yesterday about being compassionate towards other animals. It's not just human beings and like what we like. It's not the end goal. And as you said, we forget what we last week. We don't even know what we eat. It's not that important, right? Like, to be honest, it just matters at the moment. And after a while, we don't care. Once we are full, we just don't think about it anymore. So I think this was a great session for me because I can explore other options being a vegan, And as you said, Indian diet is mostly like vegan. I feel like, except for, like ghee, butter, and then, just yogurt. But thank you so much for the session. It was wonderful because I had other options to explore. And I feel like, it's not that hard to be a vegan, as you said. So thank you.
Thank you. And where do you live? Where do you live?
Oh yeah, I'm from US. I'm from Minnesota.
Nice. You'll have more options then.
Yeah, that's right.
And for
Wonderful.
people in India, if you're watching and you are, let's say, I talked about the fitness aspects, health aspects, food and stuff. But if you're wanting to look for products, Vegan Dukan is one good website. Amazon is on Amazon, a lot of products are available, but Vegan Dukan especially for plant-based products. And if you're looking into cosmetics, makeup, any females or so if you're looking into those aspects, all the cosmetics and makeup products can be found on Sublime Life. Sublimelife.com is a website. You can find products over there. So just a recommendation.
Can you just mention in the chat box?
Yeah, Sublime Life.
So guys, if you have any more questions, then Bhaskar will be available on WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp group chat is open till 10:30 a.m. You can text there, and in the evening also it is open. If you have any more thoughts that you would like to share, you can raise your hand.
Yes, and I want to add another challenge to what Bhaskar did. I would like to ask you to choose any one movie and watch it as a challenge. You can watch The Game Changers, you can watch What the Health, you can watch Makadood, you can watch Cowspiracy, you can watch Dominion, you can watch, there are so many movies right now happening. You can watch Folks versus Folks Over Knives. And it's just an eye-opening session. So all these movies are eye-opening, and which we have not been aware of. And as they say that ignorance is bliss, I'm saying ignorance is not bliss. Because there are some things which we must know as to how we are impacting our own health, how we are impacting the animals, whom we are not able to see, what is happening behind our scene, behind our back, what is happening to them. Sometimes we don't know, we don't want to know, we don't care. There are so many options there. And then how we are impacting the planet. Because Bhaskar just mentioned about the greenhouse gases, we are actually putting large holes in the ozone layer because of greenhouse gases, and they're coming majorly from the cows and the buffaloes that I don't like the word livestock. They're not basically stock. They're animals, breathing sentient beings who have the right to live exactly the way that any human being would love to be. So the concept of karma also falls into here. Bhaskar has talked about the environmental impact and the proteins and vitamins and of that sort. But as far as karma is concerned, it says whatever you give, you will get it back. So please be mindful of how you impact the animals, because Confucius has said, don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. So the others also are animals because they are our brothers and sisters. So please be mindful of how you are impacting the animals, because once it is on your plate, once it is in your glass, it's disconnect. It's cognitive dissonance, if I have to say. It's a disconnect that we do, because as vegetarians, we say that we love animals. We are an animal lover. But then again, the actual reality is I only love some animals. I don't care about the other animals. So that is the actual this thing. So love all animals. Be compassionate to all the animals. Extend your compassion to each and every animal on this planet. So please be mindful of that. And yes, you can be healthy. You can be happy. You can be hale and healthy. If you can have a balanced diet, just as Bhaskar said, the daily dozen, it's a wonderful thing. Please experiment on it. Please work on it. And you will be healthy and happy on a totally 100% plant-based diet. And you have to extend it to others as well. For example, do not entertain zoos, circuses, animal transportation, animal sports, animal competitions, or animal entertainment, animal experimentation. So all these things also can be extended to, that level of compassion can be extended to this. So no usage of animals whatsoever. No interference. So no harming animals, no interference, because they are here not for us, but for themselves, just like we are for ourselves. And who are we to decide their purpose of life? We are here only to decide my purpose of life. I can decide my purpose of life. I cannot decide what Bhaskar's purpose of life is. I cannot decide what Srimati's purpose of life is. In the same way, I cannot decide what an animal's purpose of life is. So in that way, in that note, shall we go ahead and take up this challenge? Take up the daily dozen challenge, as Bhaskar has said. And also, my additional challenge is watch a movie and giving your comments on the YouTube or the WhatsApp channel, so that, everyone can learn along with you. So thank you so much, Bhaskar, for coming in and talking about the most important thing, that what goes into your mouth is also as important as what comes out of your mouth. So thank you so much, Bhaskar. Any other message that you want to give to our viewers today?
Nothing much, Akka. I've talked enough, I guess. But if I want to end, just try to be active for today. Don't sit in a sedentary position for the whole day. Try to work.
And if anyone wants to consult you, how do they do that?
Instagram. Instagram is the best place. It's Fit Vegan Coach. Instagram @Fit Vegan Coach. I'll just
We can share that with the group as well.
Instagram.com. Yeah, I'll share it on the group.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Yamini, maybe you can close it off for today.
So guys, that was the session today. Let us all extend our empathy to all the living creatures and let us not be selectively empathetic. That was all about this session. Tomorrow, let us all meet again with another wisdom sharing session and with another speaker. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to PMC English. Thank you, everyone.